Yeah.
Hi, Kevin. I hope you see this video again, and I hope we can see each other again. So, well, in here by now, it's Amaya and Isaac and me, and we're going to present you the assignment 6, that is ethics and branding. How green is the product? We're going to show you, well, the product, the process you asked for, and finally our conclusion, basically. So let's start.
So the company that we choose is Perceive, and it says nothing waste, everything gained. It's the pioneer of sustainable products. Basically, they recycle all of their products that they sell in the market. It's 100% recycled. As well, they develop a program called 5 Green that it collects and it transforms the five plastics and they perceive to new products. As well, there they have places where you can go and take all your plastic bottles or all the plastic that you have in your house to these places so they can use these materials. And they have expanded into a plant-based compostable to have like another services to food services and the industry. In here, the resources, as I said, they use the plastic with a purpose as well. In 1996, they started to choose like a focus in recycled plastic to create these new products. As well, they choose to recycle the plastic in order to reduce dependence on the virgin plastic. Instead of using a brand new plastic, they try always to transform it and do not use like a brand new or new materials for that. As well, choosing recycling helps to a lower amount of plastic in landfills, in beaches, and also they save a lot of water, energy, and electricity. As well, in United States, it's 170 $70 billion in the industry, and it creates 750 jobs. And here it's the material processing. In here it's all of the recycle. In here they use the plastic then to create a new product. In here, in this case, it's a toothpaste. So well, in here it shows very graphically all the processing.
Okay, so the way that this is possible for the material to be processed is and be 100% recycled plastic is it starts with the type of plastic. So Preserve only uses number 5 plastic, polypropylene, which is benign plastic, and it's BPA free, which is the toxic chemical in other types of plastics. And the life cycle starts by, the reprocessing and extrusion life cycle starts by receiving the number 5 plastic from material resource facilities that collect. We're going to be talking about this later on because for the plastic to come full cycle, they have to collect it from these facilities. So they receive these plastics, they then transport it to the facilities to be washed and ground into flakes, and then they're put in a water bath to purify the plastic and separate them based on density. So the more heavier plastics sink to the bottom, and the lighter plastics can be collected on the surface. The next step is to extrude these flakes into the desired mold, which is the preserved products like toothbrushes, bowls, razors, and other types of plastics. Part of their product manufacturing starts with they develop and manufacture all their products without testing on animals, which is very, very good for a brand. Means that these types of products are completely cruelty free, and they're also vegan. So this is a very hard point to emphasize on these types of brands which are trying to make a difference within their manufacturing, especially for products that have to be for human use and consumption. For their life cycle, the distribution, the products are mostly made in the USA, except for the racers, which are the blades are assembled here in Mexico. And they specify that closing these types of close-knit supply chains gives shipping efficiency throughout the management, which uses less fuel and helps to reduce the environmental footprint. So this is what I was speaking about in the material resource planning. It begins, funny enough, the end of the life cycle begins again by these material recovery facilities, which are placed specifically in stores, supermarkets, and the stores where you can purchase these types of products. So these are special bins, which are places to drop off the empty plastic. And the way that they do this is they have this Gimme 5 project, which is these types of bins which only collect number 5 plastic. And what they do is they backhaul empty trucks from the facilities, from the supermarkets. So when the supermarket needs to restock, the truck has to go back to the distributor. So they use those empty trucks to carry back the plastic, which is a very intelligent way of innovating these types of return supply chains. Then they call valuable materials in a stream, which closes the loop. And then the plastics are separated by an infrared system because sometimes people put in number 2 plastic, number 1 plastic, but they can only use number 5. So this whole end of life part is what helps preserve to avoid the landfill at all costs.
Yeah. To preserve the promotional products have the following capabilities. As already said, Isaac, in the packaging, as well, it's the pad printing, that they only put PMS match and printing, that they only use 3 colors for them to, as well, to prioritize all the of saving ink and materials as well, to be very eco-friendly. As well, they use FDA and Safe Ink. As well, for the product color, the costume colors develop all the promotional colors. So, all the promotional products. So they only use these colors for like every packaging or for every product that they have, but in different designs. And as well, the new product development, the costume new product develops a criteria to the client's promotional needs. So they are very aware of what the customer wants and what they're like approaching. So it's a good idea of them to be very aware of the clients and not only on the environment as well.
So the packaging is 100% compostable, and it's also renewable because they try to reduce the types of materials used, reuse the components because they come from recycled materials, and they try to implement this as much as they can. So this brand is a certified B corporation, which is best for the world in 2018 honoree. This is a company that really thinks about the full life cycle of their products, and they try to implement the reverse logistics as much as they can. So this is a certified company, and it has awards for it. So this is very good for these types of brands.
Well, about the challenges, I think it's important to remark. Preserve, well, yeah, it's a great company actually. The idea of recycling the plastics, well, even that is not new. They try to implement their strategies the best they can, but they still have the challenges of, for example, excessive consumerism. You know that, and even in the USA, the consumers, the way the average American consume, it's quite high. So it's still been a great step to overpass. Lack of international presence, as Zach said, it's basically mainly in the USA. You can find it in Amazon, in some websites, but it's not like we have an international presence of Preserve. Lack of propaganda, it kind of, I mean, they do have their strategies, but for example, at least here in Mexico, for example, I have never heard of this company before, but it should be like the lack of international presence, I suppose, and the lack of environmental culture, and that's by the American people, basically. The way we treat the war and all that stuff, it's still been very unfortunate. Next one, please. Well, our conclusion, it's ethical. Yeah. As I said, they mainly just recycle the plastics, but that's a big step. They actually, here, like in the image, for example, their forks. So they recycle their forks, and also they recycle the package. So it's something that I think it's very, very innovative and very necessary by now. So they, for example, they have this give me five strategy, that it's something that it's implemented already in the USA. They recycle beans and green products, and also they are certificated. So I think they do reach all the points to be an ethical company. So basically, that's it.
Okay, so here are some of the sources. Mainly, all the information is in their website, in their official website. So in there you can see some other videos and other information.
As well as they have more information about the Give Me 5 project, because it's not only from Preserve, it has other partnerships. So everything is on their website.